Hello, it is Nick Zangle, and this is the place for observant news commentary from me every week. And today I wanted to actually do some more lighthearted topics. I mean, they're lighthearted in a sense, meaning we're going to talk about other people's lives, and specifically Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez and the rumors that are going around with them and a reality TV star potentially getting in between them in their relationship with some cheating allegations. And we're also going to talk about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, some of the fallout that has happened as a result of their interview with Oprah Winfrey. And I wanted to do a little more lighthearted topics today because the world's always serious. I mean, let's be real. Every day there's stories that are very serious. And I thought today, I want to touch on something a little more lighthearted to give us a little distraction. So I wanted to palate cleanse a little and just have a little enjoyable time doing this. I want to start with actually Harry and Meghan. And if you don't recall and you didn't watch my last video on Harry and Meghan and their interview with Oprah Winfrey, we touched on some theories and some things I thought about that. But the main theory was something I saw from Heather McDonald, who has the podcast Juicy Scoop, basically a gossip pop culture podcast. She had a theory that Meghan and Harry were moving to America to have their second child, to basically groom that child to become a very powerful person here in America and then subsequently in the world, even up to the point of becoming a president of the United States. Well, right after that interview aired and right after I posted my video, there was actually rumors that Meghan Markle was planning a run for office, potentially as president. And so I thought that was very interesting that although my theory isn't exactly what was speculated after the interview regarding Meghan Markle, that is on the conscience of a lot of people and kind of being talked about. Some rumors were that she has been meeting with high-ranking officials in the Democratic Party, which is not surprising to me that she would pick that party because Hollywood and entertainment in general tend to lean left or Democratic or liberal, whatever you want to call it. And there is scientific proof that that ideology is more attractive to people in the creative arts world, in creative entertainment, and it's simply because maybe their brains are attracted to a more emotional, creative thinking than the other. So there is some logic there, I think. But I don't think this is far-fetched, and although I think maybe Meghan Markle isn't the best option for them to run for president or run for office, I think their kids, especially, well, both kids can technically, if the child born in England becomes a U.S. citizen, can run for certain offices. They just can't run for president. But the baby that's going to be born in America at some point will be eligible for any office they want to run for. So I think, to me, that is more feasible in the long term. Maybe they want a power grab and some really hard influence, really big splash now, but having that second child groomed from birth to become something later on, to me, seems like a better long-term strategy. But then again, if their parents or one of their parents is already in politics, has some experience, that could help them as well. So there's kind of these, I go back and forth on if this is the best option for them or not. Is this good or not? But then again, they have all the makings, right? They have media power because they have Oprah on their side. They have podcasts, Netflix specials, whatever it is. They're in the new media space now, which is good. They have influence, obviously, because Prince Harry from birth has been part of the royal family. Meghan Markle was in Hollywood, had influence, still has a lot of people she knows, but now she's married to Prince Harry. And they have the name recognition now. She is a household name now because she's married Prince Harry. Maybe she would have gotten to household name status at some point, but maybe it would have taken her longer. But she knows a lot of people who have household names like Serena Williams and Beyonce. So they have all the workings, right? But at the end of the day, in America, we have a system where the people vote for who they want in power. It's not like England where if you're part of the monarchy or the royal family, you already have a level of status and influence that you don't have to be elected to be a part of. So that is the difference, and I think it'll be very interesting. I actually want to follow this story more throughout the years because I don't think this is going away. The media seems to, at least here in America, for the most part, seems to like Meghan and Harry because there is that storyline of them kind of bashing England or the crown there, and there is this kind of battle between conservative and liberal media and new media. There's a good mix going on here with the story. And like I said, they have 2 young children soon to be 2, that are going to have a big influence on American culture. So now, before we move on to Alex Rodriguez, Jennifer Lopez, and Madison LeCroy from Southern Charm, let me know what you think of the theories and all the stories that came out about Meghan and Harry after their interview and after my last video, because I know a lot of you found that video and other video shorts that I did of that. So let me know what you think now that a lot more has come out. But let's get on to Madison LeCroy and her dealings with Alex Rodriguez. Allegedly, they are chatting. Potentially, she's cheating, or he's cheating on J-Lo with Madison. And here's one indication to me that proves there's something there that we're not being led on to believe. And it's because we have heard that Shep Rose, who is another star of the show Southern Charm with Madison, which is on Bravo, and it follows a group of friends in South Carolina, Charleston, and Madison, who has been on the show as a main cast member now, but has been on there recently because she dated another co-star of the show, which was Austin. They are exes, and there's been a lot of drama with that. And she's, honestly, side note, she's been a troublemaker on the show, in my opinion, since she's been appearing on the show. And I'm not surprised to hear that she's causing trouble in someone else's life at this point. But she signed, from what we know, Shep Rose, co-star, she signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, with Alex Rodriguez because allegedly, when they were filming the show, she was DMing, direct messaging, Alex Rodriguez, baseball player, former baseball player, now he's a broadcaster, businessman, all the things. She was direct messaging him while they were filming, and Shep was sitting there next to her and was kind of allegedly like surprised and kind of shocked by it, but she obviously felt comfortable, and from what we hear, she told him that she signed an NDA so that Bravo basically cannot use that footage. Other things have been coming out that she is being labeled as a jersey chaser, from what I understand, and to me, that my understanding of that is that her type is to go after professional athletes or people who play sports in a high-profile setting, and so this would line up with that trend. And if that's your type, go for it. I don't care. But the problem comes in when you are dealing with someone who is engaged. When you start getting involved with someone else's relationship where they're engaged to be married, that is where the jersey chasing becomes a problem in my eyes, because I think as a society we can all agree that cheating, in most cases, if not the majority of cases, is wrong. There's some reason him being with J-Lo, which I don't know if I understand, for him to cheat. There must be something there between him and J-Lo that, or something that isn't there, rather, that is leading him to want to find other people. On a side note, don't we think it's kind of weird that Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez ended up together? Both their nicknames are like these hyphens, really short J-Lo, A-Rod names. Anyone else? I think it's kind of coincidence, or was this part of a master plan? But some other speculation I have seen regarding this situation with Madison, Jennifer, and Alex is that Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez tested the waters by putting out a story that they were breaking up and seeing the reaction behind that, and that there's theories that they got back together because they were seeing some of the fallout in their businesses and how a lot of their businesses have grown, or at least not been hurt, by them being together. Some are saying, these are all rumors and allegations and speculation, that they tested the waters of the breakup and then they got back together because they saw what was happening and they wanted to make sure their businesses did not get hurt. I don't think there's any proof of that at this point, but that is kind of something I've heard, and I don't remember where I heard that from. I want to say I heard it mentioned on the YouTube channel of Backwoods Barbie, but she probably heard it from someone else, so you'll have to go to her channel and see. But all very interesting. I don't know if I would say lighthearted. I mean, the Meghan and Harry story is more lighthearted than the Alex Rodriguez, Jennifer Lopez, Madison situation, because that's kind of a home wrecky type of situation. There's also a theory, and I saw this too, that Jennifer and Alex were vacationing in the Caribbean or at least there because she's filming a movie, from what we see. And there was allegations that Madison was there, and there was paparazzi photos and whatever, and people were kind of connecting the dots, trying to figure out if she's on the same beach as them and whatnot. And so there was theories that this was all a publicity stunt for Jennifer Lopez's movie that she's filming there. And I mean, nothing shocks me at this point, but in Hollywood, what I do know from shows I've watched and some things that have been uncovered that have been said to be true in those things I've seen is that it is a twisted world of like setups and publicity and campaigns to publicize certain things, fake friendships, fake relationships, fake a lot of things, fake beef, whatever it is. So it would not surprise me if Jennifer Lopez, Alex Rodriguez, who both have a lot of businesses, have a lot of savvy, they've been in a lot of industries for a long time, and they do have their pulse on the new media, the new way of doing things. Because Jennifer Lopez has done things with TikTok. Alex Rodriguez does a lot of like internet new media type stuff and has a lot of new business ventures that are successful. So he's probably on the cutting edge of what you need to do to stay relevant and to have a good business. Madison is an influencer. She's on a reality show, but she's also big on social media. And so I can assume they all have management, publicity teams, and it might have been a story of convenience for all three involved, considering Madison is on the show. She's known to be a troublemaker, has a type of athlete, and Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez wanted to get in the media for her movie, so maybe he was willing to sacrifice a little bit of public speculation for himself to help his partner. Let me know what you think of both of these stories in the comment section. I hope this was lighthearted enough to kind of balance this out just a little bit more before more stuff happens in the world. Make sure to join me every week for Observant News commentary. For now, we are Monday and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, but I have a lot of things in the works that I'm going to announce pretty soon on my email list. So go to the description of this channel if you want to be one of the first ones to be notified of these new updates, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.